Welcome back to TV47 Weekend. Yes, now we are on to the lifestyle segment, and it's all about Matters film. And also do remember that yesterday, the 5th edition of the Kalasha International Film and TV Market was launched, and it has brought a major milestone with it. It was being manned by the KFCB, especially on yesterday night's launch of filming location areas in the country, which was major news, and it is definitely set to expand the market for local and international players. And that particular event is ongoing up till tomorrow at the heart of the KICC, where the booths there that are set aside, filmmakers, actors, it's just cameras, light, action, and business ideas, people being innovative, and it is amazing. So yes, I am joined here by an intriguing panel. I want them to introduce themselves first. So I don't know, ladies first or ladies first. Okay, go ahead.
I'm Marion Atieno,
a
producer, CEO at Spoked Films in Africa. I am a student and a hockey player.
A student and a CEO?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
My name is Sanchez Ombasa Mali. A writer, an actor, a filmmaker, and also a student at Kenyan University doing finance. Yeah.
Wow, so two different fields.
Yeah.
So do tell us your story. How did you become a producer? Where did it all start?
Well, I can't say my story started like everyone else's.
Yeah.
Where people act in high school and then after that they become interested. Mine started because most of my friends are in the film industry. So I got to learn from them. I wasn't taught by anyone at first, so I was introduced by friends, and the friends taught me, and I got more interested.
How about you?
Well, my story is not quite pleasing because I had ambitions of playing rugby. Yeah, see, in Form 1, I really wanted to play rugby. Then on my first day of training, I got a concussion.
Oh.
Zile points zenye nika umezima data. Yeah, so there's no message coming in or going out. Yeah, so I woke up in the school clinic. Yeah, that's where I found out that rugby is not my thing, and went to the drama room. That's when I began acting. Yeah, from then on, acting has been my thing. Yeah, then I later developed the writing skill.
Yeah.
Then the directing came after. Yeah, that's how the art life started.
So as for you, Marion, where did you exactly start as a filmmaker?
I started at a certain audition where I met a friend in the audition where I was called for an audition, but I don't act a lot. So that particular person called me for a shoot. And that's when I got exposure to the film industry. And since then to now, I've been into it.
So being a newbie, well, up till where you are now, but being a newbie at first, how do they treat newbies in the film industry? Is it rather different because we know there are the OGs in the film industry?
I don't think it's how they treat you. It's a matter of finding your spot in the industry, because no one will spoon feed you in Kenya. If you're good,
you're good.
Yeah, so and I acknowledge the fact that there are casting directors out there and everyone who is a shareholder in the industry will be ready to spot new talent and encourage it to grow. Yeah.
So guys, let's talk about your very first project. How was it?
It was, I won't say it was easy, it was challenging, but we took the challenge head on and we faced it and we did it. We are proud of it. And we are waiting for more from it.
I'd say
your take?
it was amazing, but stressful as well. I had thoughts of going back to the village, yeah, to like. Cool
So
down.
after rugby, a concussion, auditions, you got here. Now you wanted to go back to the village.
That was personal information. I trusted
Oh,
you.
okay.
But yeah, after the production of Depth, I was really stressed because the entire production process was really hectic. Yeah, I'd not advocate for such careers, but yeah, it's what we do, and it's what we must do.
All right. So before we get deeper into that, guys, let's get to watch this trailer of Depth.
And if I can't have him, then no one else can.
I'm about to tell my director Hapo to give us a take 2 on that because it's so captivating and definitely gave me the chills. So guys, how did you come up with that whole concept?
Well, I appreciate the fact that film gives you the avenue to be imaginative as possible. So yeah, I decided to flex with my imagination. That's when I thought, what will Kenya have looked like in the 1800s? Yeah, how were they operating and everything like that? That's when I decided to do something weird. That's how we came up with Depth, a story about a young man who's about to be executed. Yeah, but from that point, we won't give a lot of spoilers because, you get.
We're waiting on it.
Yeah, it's about an execution of a young man.
Yeah.
But setting is in the 1800s. Yeah, that's why you see the kind of costuming and the color grading as well.
Very intriguing, very intriguing.
Yeah.
So how do you guys get those costumes and, you know, you have all those actors on set? How is it working with them, getting the costumes? You're like, no, cut. Iyo apana, rewind, let's start again. How is it?
There's something called budget.
The budget.
First of all, it took us, we had like 50 meetings just to come up with a solid crew and cast. For the costumes, we had a very amazing costume manager. I think I should just mention her name. She's Maggie Hirams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she did her assignment very well. She understood the script and the setting.
Yeah.
And it came out perfectly as we imagined.
I think it was easier because we were working with not only a crew, but I'd say a family.
A family.
It's people whom we've grown with. We've suffered together in this industry. Because, truth be told, this is not the first project we're doing. We had one horrible film, before this. Not horrible in terms of ideas, but in terms of preparation and execution of the film. But yeah, you can see how growth,
It's gradual.
it happened to be so that the family came together and managed to put up such a nice set piece. Yeah.
But it's true with what they say, for you to be termed or rather labeled as a winner, you must have lost several times. So how do you feel about the critics? People are like, you know, you said you had various projects first before these, and people are like, Isasa, what is this? And then you have to like do it again, so that, and then people are like, this is way better than what we saw at first.
Yeah.
How do you take on the critics? Who'll answer that?
Okay, personally,
Yeah.
before releasing the trailer, I wasn't so sure whether we should or we should wait. Because I'm that person who is scared of what people are going to see. So it took us a long period of time before releasing the trailer, just because you are answering those questions. Are the people going to like it? Are the audience going to think to the same page as we did? But it got to a point where we just said, we did our part, we did the best we could, so let's put it out.
For me, I'd say, first of all, acting is a whole degree in rejection. So whether you do this way or that way, there will always be someone to say that what you did there was not right, in my view. But moving onwards, I developed this self-esteem, or what can I say, this attitude that I interpreted this piece of art how I got it from my own intuition firsthand. That's how I interpreted it. So what you're saying is my creativity. And there's no better way of showing my creativity than the way I have showed it. If you have better ideas,
Yeah,
you
sure.
create your film. Yeah.
So you've said that you guys worked together as a family. So was that your support base in regards to the funding and the whole process?
Yeah.
Who is your support base in that? You guys.
Yeah, us guys.
Yeah, we do not have
People who
people
can
there.
fund into that.
Yeah, but we are working towards that,
Yeah.
because in future you'll definitely need organizations and people like that
Absolutely.
to help in the funding. But for this particular project, we worked hand in hand with our friends, the ones I call family. Yeah, in managing to bring up the entire budget to facilitate the shooting from production, pre-production, all the way to post. Yeah.
So I want to ask a certain question that bothers me a couple of times. I have seen in your trailer of the young man takes a rope and wants to hang himself, right?
Yeah.
So for you to act completely dead, how long does that, take? How many shots do you guys need to have? And you're like, this is a perfect shot. He definitely looks dead.
Dead. From an actor's point, I'd say playing the role of a dead person is really difficult, especially if you have such a creative DOP or cinematographer. Do you understand cinematographer? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay, a little bit.
Well, playing that role could be so difficult, but it's all about sacrifice. I've been an actor before. I once did a role where I had to be shot. So there's that shot where you have to fall to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to fall as many times as possible, as long as you have that shot. So in this acting career,
All right.
but we were also cautious about the safety of the cast. So when the guy has been strangled, we also had to look at all logistics on how we'll make sure the guy is not actually dead in real life.
Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were so heavy on safety.
Yeah, so Marion, this question, I'm going to throw it to you. What are your thoughts about the current film industry in this country compared to South Africa and Nigeria?
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a very interesting question. First things first, I cannot compare Kenya to Nigeria and South Africa. Not that we're doing bad, but we are really trying, because in Kenya, we don't really get that kind of support.
All right, just hold it just a little bit. Sanchez,
Yeah.
Chidogo, to give us your take on that, and maybe where you see the film industry in the next 10 years.
The next 10 years will be big.
It will be big.
The Kenyan film industry is really growing. We have a lot of good shows in Kenya. Not just the TV shows that people watch. We have a lot of films and short films in Kenya that you could actually watch and say, wow, is this Kenyan? So I'd not criticize the Kenyan film industry and say that it's not good. No,
Yeah.
it's growing. We're not there yet, but we're really growing. The next 10 years we'll be having really, really amazing movies. Yeah, because we're starting to get the support from the Kenya Film Commission, the Kenya KFCB as well,
Yeah.
and other organizations as well. So it's growing. We are good. Yeah.
So what's the next project in regards to that? Are we about to see something else? Maybe
Yeah.
very, very soon.
Very soon, probably after election. We're planning on doing a lot of projects. Let's see. The first one is a feature film. Yeah, and also we'd not spoil it.
Yeah. All right, no problem. Let me head back to you, Marion, on that question where I asked you about the current film industry in the country. Is it comparable to South Africa and Nigeria? What's your take on that?
I can say it's comparable.
Yeah.
Not like we're doing bad, but we are heading there. With the new faces in the industry, you can actually see how good people are. And that moment where the new faces are going to take over, like replace the oldies. Sorry to say. We are going to get to
because at a point the curtain must drop on the oldies for you guys. So also in regards to the current event that's ongoing at the heart of the KICC, manned by the Kenya Film Commission, and they launched yesterday night. They got to launch new location areas for the film industry. What's your take on that, very briefly, before we get to wind up?
Or the launch of locations.
Yeah.
I think it really helps in matters production, because finding a location just for a film set is one of the heaviest tasks. And by the launching of new film locations, I think shooting will be easier and also cheaper. Because, that's just it.
Okay.
I think that has been the best thing that has been done to the film industry till now, because people are going to get chances to shoot in places that they couldn't, which is nice, because it's going to give writers also chances to explore their minds with given locations. You can, think bigger and better.
Great. So when is Depth going to premiere?
Depth will premiere
After elections.
After the elections.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You guys better send me a text, and so that I can get to get to watch it. And also for the viewers as well, I hope you guys will share that out. Your social media platforms very quickly, please.
Sanchez Mali.
Marion Otieno.
All right.
All platforms.
Okay, fine. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me here and for telling us more about Depth. And we have definitely got to know that plenty is needed in regards to the budgeting, also color grading, the costumes, DOP, cinematography, all of that. Thank you so much. You guys are doing a really great job, and I do wish you all the very best in all the other projects that are yet to take place from here till the future.
Thank you.
All right, guys, now that's all that we had for you here on this lifestyle segment right here on TV47 Weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catherine Simaloy has been our sign language interpreter. I am Muthoni Maina. Do have yourself a lovely evening, but do stay tuned for Big Flag Extra, which is coming